Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this rainy Thursday for our virtual recruitment fair. I welcome the businesses and our workforce development and nonprofit partners who have joined us to provide job opportunities at our three airports and at positions in the community and human services, security, retail, healthcare, sales, finance, hospitality, and animal adoption and care, and much more. As you know, this program runs from 2 to 3 p.m. and Q&A follows between 3 and 3:30 p.m. I thank the 21 organizations that have joined us on the platform today, including the Queens Chamber of Commerce, a leading organization in Queens, Resorts World Casino, New York City, a major Queens brand, DC9 Steel and Bridge Painters, the NYPD, and the New York City Transit Authority and MTA. In addition, we have New York City Animal Care Centers, Express Employment Professionals, Building Skills New York that has opportunities on construction sites across the city, and Turning Point for Women and Families, an important resource for women. Forgive me if I've left anybody else, but welcome to you all. Thank you for being here. I thank you for your partnership, which is even more important as we continue to work through this pandemic to rebuild our economy. Queens' unemployment rate in January was at 12.9%. Our aim is to continue to bring you as many open positions as possible so that we can close the unemployment gap. So let's get started. I take the opportunity now to, I'm now gonna go to the first guest. Let me just go back so I can make sure that I got it right. And my staff will obviously let me know if I'm getting it wrong. So I think we're going to start, is the Child Center for New York here? So I think we're starting with Shoshana Chetty. I think I got that right.
Yes. Good afternoon. Thanks for having us. So my name is Shoshana Chetty. I'm the Senior Talent Acquisition Associate at the Child Center. Child Center was founded in 1953, started as a children's counseling center. We've since grown to service over 35,000 children and their families each year, and we work out of approximately 50 different site locations. We have 6 program areas in the agency, and all of them are currently hiring. So we'll start with our early childhood education division. We have 4 Head Start programs, 3 in Queens, 1 in Manhattan. We are currently looking for substitute pre-K teachers, requires a high school diploma, preferably either working towards your CDA or you already have the Child Development Associate's degree, and experience working with groups of 3 and 4-year-olds. We are also looking for a family service coordinator for our Corona location. It requires a bachelor's degree, fluency in Spanish, as well as 5 years previous experience. We have a behavioral health division, and those are substance abuse and mental health clinics, and we have 4 of them, all in Queens. They are currently all looking for master social workers, preferably bilingual. Spanish, Mandarin, Cantonese are the biggest needs. We are also looking for 1 certified recovery peer advocate for our Flushing clinic. Must be licensed, must have the CRPA, as well as being fluent in either Spanish or Mandarin. We have a prevention division where we actually go into the homes and provide services to the children and their families as needed. And we currently have 5 openings for mental health workers. Must have a bachelor's degree in a mental health field, must have 2 years child welfare experience, and then bilingual in either Spanish, Mandarin, Cantonese, or Korean. We have a clinical consultation division where we work out of the ACS field offices in Queens, the Bronx, Manhattan, and Staten Island. And we are currently looking for domestic violence / mental health consultants, must be licensed, either LMSW, LCSW, LMHC, or LMFT. And we are also looking for KSACs, must have a KSAC 2, and must have a bachelor's degree as well. We have a residential treatment facility. First one for the organization was acquired in August of last year, and they are currently looking for a full-time maintenance person. Must have a prior experience as well as experience with electrical and plumbing. And then finally, our biggest division is youth development. That's after-school programs, Cornerstone community-based programs, as well as school-based mental health. And they currently have several vacancies all throughout Queens, looking for part-time group leaders and activity specialists, requires a high school diploma or equivalent, and then experience working with groups of school-age children. I will put our information in the chat box so you'll know how to apply for the positions, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Thank you.
Jermaine, I know Jermaine is here as well. And you have anything to add?
I'm pretty much going to be handling the early childhood department, as well as which Shoshana spoke about, as well as the YD department, that's youth development. So I'll be the recruiting for those two particular divisions. So Shoshana and I work on the same talent acquisition team. So that's pretty much it for now.
And
Thank
on the after school program, and what was the requirement in a high? I think you got chopped off a little bit. It was a high school or GED?
Yes, high school diploma or equivalent. And then previous experience working with school-age children. So if you've been like a camp counselor or a group leader, anything along those lines.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you. All right, next we'll hear from Ms. Noel, the Director of Business Development at the Council for Airport Opportunities. And we're gonna have a lot of opportunities coming down the pipeline at our airports, and want to thank Ms. Verdia for being here today again to present.
Thank you, Board President Richards, and thank you for having us. We're very happy to be here once more. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Verdia Noel, Director of Business Development for the Council for Airport Opportunity. And I'd just like to explain to those who may be new to our events who the Council is. We're a nonprofit organization established in 1972, funded by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey and its airline partners. And our mission is to identify and address those critical employment needs in the surrounding communities surrounding our metropolitan airports, while at the same time working with employers to provide them with qualified employees and responding to changing personnel needs within the aviation industry overall. So today, we're constantly expanding our recruitment efforts, and we're soliciting within the communities, looking for those individuals who meet the guidelines or qualifications for the various opportunities that we present. So as Board President said, let's get started. The categories that we are actually recruiting for today are in security, ramp, warehouse, cargo warehouse, food service, retail, passenger service, and drivers. And to be more specific, when we say security, we're looking for security officers, security guards, security cargo screeners. And those jobs are identified by our account managers. We do our research, we work with the employers, and we explain to you what those jobs entail before sending you out on interviews for those positions. Same thing with ramp and cargo warehouse. Those positions require a driver's license. The security positions require a security guard license, but we do have positions that don't require a driver's license. And those are our food service, retail, customer service, and passenger service positions. In food service, we have member service positions available. We're looking for baristas at JFK, for instance, bartenders, cooks, and pizza and wok, those who have that kind of experience. And in JFK, we're also looking for warehouse agents and cargo office agents. At LaGuardia Airport, same category of jobs. We're looking for crew members for the service, food service. We're looking for customer service associates for retail and stock associates for retail. And last but certainly not least, there are positions for fueling agent, security guard, and team members, all at LaGuardia. And coming down the pike at Newark Airport, because we represent JFK, LaGuardia, and Newark, similar positions, drivers, they do have positions for data entry, cargo office agent, and general maintainers, just to name a few. And getting back to JFK one more time, I did omit the passenger service agent positions, which is a part-time bilingual position. So if you do have an interest in working at JFK LaGuardia Airport, please contact the Council for Airport Opportunity. Go to our website at www.caonynj.com. You will get instructions on how to reach us. You can call by phone 718-523-7100. We are working remotely and virtually, but someone will get back to you. And we look forward to hearing from you very soon. Thank you and have a great afternoon.
One question, if you've had a lot of people assume if they've had some involvement with the justice system that they can't work at the airport, can you just touch on that?
Oh, absolutely. The Council for Airport Opportunity has a new program under its belt, the Office of Second Chance Employment, for those who have been touched by the justice system in any way, and you feel that you're not finding the types of positions that you would normally find, or you can't find positions or can't find work at all. Please contact us, same website. The phone number is the same. You will be able to be connected to the Office of Second Chance, their program manager, and there are positions lined up for that office as well. So we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you so much. Next, we'll go to Francis Velasquez, the Director of Human Resources and Corporate Compliance at WatchGuard 24/7.
Thank you and good afternoon, everyone. I'm so happy to be here today. I'd like to thank the Queensborough President's Office for having us as a returning partner. These events have been really very productive for us as far as hiring candidates and giving out information to people who necessarily wouldn't think of security as a career. So it's definitely been great. Welcome to all the attendees. My name is Francis Velasquez. I am the HR Director for WatchGuard 247. WatchGuard 247 is a security company that was created by John Rafferty in 2009 right here in Queens to be a solution-based security guarding company. This has been the cornerstone of our successful business model. Our experienced and professional staff welcomes the challenges of providing services that resolve issues and maximize our client security investment. So today we're currently looking to hire for the following positions. In our hospitality division, we are looking to hire security concierge for our hotels. With the hotels opening up now, they're looking for hospitality geared employees. That does require some past hospitality experience, and all our positions do require a security guard license. We are also looking for entry-level security guards to do access control, which only require a security guard license. We provide all the training to get you to where you need to be comfortable in these positions. We're also looking to hire for our construction sites, which do require some certifications, which I can go into detail for the different ones. I'll provide all my information in the chat. We are also looking for a payroll specialist. If anybody has payroll experience of at least 2 years or more, we are looking for a payroll specialist. All our sites are PPE provided to all our officers and all our sites. And we follow all CDC precautions. If any of these job opportunities sound like something that you would be interested in, or just would like some information on how to go about becoming a security guard, you can reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to pass along some information. I'll have all my information in the chat, and best of luck to everyone today.
Thank you so much for that presentation. And let me just remind people, you can go to queensbp.org/recruitment fair, and you'll find a list of all of the presenters and the information here. queensbp.org you can go to, queensbp.org, and you'll get the agenda and information. And if you have questions, please put them in the Q&A feature. All right. And that's at the bottom of your Zoom screen. All righty, we're now going to move to Roni Luna, painting coordinator at District Council 9. Hey, good to see you. I didn't recognize you with the mask on, but now.
I am so sorry. Good afternoon, everyone, both ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, so I partake as in one of the instructors for District Council 9. We have a whole, it's an apprenticeship program. So we're always looking forward for everyone, just give them an opportunity. We're really looking at this moment right next to me, the gentleman that was right next to me, and he'll have a chance to speak right now. He's my director of the apprenticeship program. So we're kind of like District Council 9 is a whole conglomerate of trades where we have commercial painters, industrial painters, drywall finishers, glaziers. I'm going to slow down a little bit just to make sure I get everyone to understand. We also have paper hangers, metal polishers, and sign and display. For the most part, we're almost like a college where it's for the most part, our program, apprenticeship program is like a 4-year degree, 4-year apprenticeship program. And as you work with us, you're working every year you're moving up in wages as well. What we require from any applicants who want to join our apprenticeship program for the District Council 9, we're just looking for either a high school diploma, GED, or better. You know, I mean, I could go into a little bit more, but I would think for today's purposes, my director, Gus Diamantis, you know, will speak a little bit in detail. We are in the process of having a recruitment for the industrial painters, local 806. And I guess if it's okay with you, if I could just pass it to him so he could just briefly speak about our apprenticeship program. Okay, thank you. Hold on one second.
All right, good afternoon. My name is Costas. So real quick, we do have opportunities available, but more than that, this is an earn while you learn. So you don't have to have experience. You don't have to have any background in any of these construction trades. You would come into our recruitments and you learn from like first level going on. So you could learn the job from the beginning while you're making money. You would come to school 1 day every 2 weeks. And then the rest of the time you're out on the job site with one of our contractors, working, making good wages and good benefits. And you build that up every year and you move up as long as you're completing your work hours, school hours, and you move up. The current recruitments we have open is on May 20th. Is the structural steel and bridge painters, and that'll be at in Queens. We have that recruitment open at 36-13. I'm sorry, wrong address. 45-15 36th Avenue in Long Island City, Queens. You could go on dc9.net/FTINY for the website, or any construction trade or any apprenticeship trade anyone's looking for would be in New York State Department of Labor apprenticeship, and you can look up anything in the city. So painters, bridge painters is May 20th, 9 to 3. Painters will probably be in July as well in that same location in Queens. We're gonna have the commercial painters opening up sometime in the summer. So it's always a good idea to take a look and see what we have going. And then probably later in the year, again, we'll have a glazier recruitment. We do take a lot of people in. It's constant growing and working. It's a great career, great benefits. Just hope everyone takes advantage of it and takes a look at these opportunities we have available. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good to see you, Roni. All right, we're now going to go to Emily Richardson, the HR assistant at New York City Animal Care and Concern Adoption Supervisor. Oh, sorry, wrong. Sorry, I messed up her title, but she's the HR assistant. I was reading all of the positions. So Emily Richardson, HR assistant at New York City Animal Care and Concern. Is she unmuted? Is she here? All right, I'm going to move on to Greg Hughes. Is Greg here? Express Employment Professionals, Jobs in Administration, in Construction, Delivery, Warehouse, and Light Manufacturing. So Gregory Hughes, Express Employment Professionals.
Great, excellent. Thank you.
I read your positions too.
Excellent, I appreciate that. Okay, so thank you all. Thank you, Borough President, for setting this up. This is a great opportunity for us to share what we have here at Express Employment. My office here that I own in Queens is located in Long Island City. And from this office here, we place people all around Queens, of course, as well as the other 5 boroughs. What I can tell you is that there's a real buzz in the market right now. There always is, a bit of a, rise in business interest in the springtime, but it's like on turbo right now. A combination of coming out of COVID, a lot of folks getting back to work, stimulus money, things really, really feel great out there as far as new hiring. Our business model is very, very technologically advanced. Of course, we use all the most modern resources to vet folks and to search for opportunities, but we're also an old school company. I'm still going out at this point as the owner, hitting 50, 60 doors a week to try to see what's going on in the market, visiting clients, doing safety checks. And, from that face-to-face interaction, we're really getting a great feeling about where we're heading, the local economy is heading. We certainly have all the office services jobs. We have, customer service reps. We have administrative assistants. We do have that. But what I like to spend a little bit of time I have today on is our general labor needs. Right now, and I think, the pandemic has shown this, that the general labor needs, whether they're drivers, forklift operators, people without even those skills, but just the ability to go to work in warehouses and move product, how incredibly important they are to our economy. And, that is what we have a need for now. So, as far as, drivers right now, everything from CDLA drivers, which of course would be the tractor trailer drivers, down to CDLB, which would be the larger box trucks, and even van drivers. We have an immediate and crushing need, to be honest with you, for those types of individuals. Everything from not-for-profits are relying on us for these folks, to food distribution companies, to the construction companies, the construction supply companies that are now coming back online. There's a real need for that in the market. And what I can say to the prospective applicants out there is that there's no such thing in the city of New York as a pristine driving record. So certainly, as part of a due diligence, we will make sure the driving record is, suitable for the position you're looking for. But don't be concerned if you have a couple of tickets or something or other. We can work with you. We can see through it. There is a demand in that market. I mean, you can't have a clean record in New York City. It just, so we'd like to advise people just to, if they are interested in driving, please do apply with us. And I'll get to the application process at the end. Forklift operators, old school work. Again, we stress people, do not worry about certifications and things like that, how it might look on paper. The warehouse folks will know when you get on that machine whether you know what you're doing. And that is an extremely essential position, both in the pandemic and post-pandemic, for moving products around our city. So forklift operators of all different shifts. General laborers. Again, not the sexiest of positions. It could be anything from loading a truck on the midnight shift to helping deliver food through one of our many food distribution clients during normal business hours. But that's what we have a desperate need for. And I think folks think that all that business has moved out of New York City, or there are no more production centers in New York City. But that's not the case. We have many production jobs, be it food production, other types of products being produced right here in the city of New York. Many distribution centers, logistics centers that desperately need general warehouse people. And what I say to these folks is that, especially the general laborer side, the way our business model works is sometimes this is just a day here, a day there. But through that, we build a working relationship together. And from that, full-time jobs do come to fruition. There are many, many cases where we've put people into a position, just for Friday and Saturday. And all of a sudden, hey, can Jimmy come back on Monday? And then all of a sudden, 6 months later, Jimmy's a full-time employee. The purpose of my company is to provide full-time employment for individuals, to be a conduit, to be a pathway for full-time employment to direct employees away from Express. That's the position here. So we'd like to, anyone with a general laborer background, don't worry about having the most beautiful resume. Don't worry about having gaps in your employment, be they because of COVID or because of family matter, or because some sort of involvement, with the criminal justice system. Whatever the case may be, we work with folks of all different kinds of backgrounds to fit them into positions. All we ask for is just honesty, reliability. If you can at this time commit to a full-time job, that's fine. We have projects. We had someone come in from Texas a couple weeks ago, and they needed 10 people just for a few weeks to put all the shelving into the at-home center at the Queen Center Mall. We have positions like that. If you can't commit to full-time, that's fine too. Enroll with us, get in our system. We'll work with you when things change and you are able for full-time, we can morph into that. But really, that's it. I mean, I would like to ask folks to take a look at our website, which is expresspros.com. Again, we're one of 800 offices around the country. So you can see from there what some of our offerings are, but more importantly, get in our system. We'll get you up and running. Please do only send your application to my office, which is called Northwest Queens. Again, there's so many offices within the Express system. If you send it to my office, I'll be sure that we address it quickly and we get you a phone interview within the next 48 hours.
Thank you. Well said. And for those of you watching, this is just not a job fair for the sake of us doing a job fair. We've definitely seen a lot of folks employed through these virtual fairs. So really take this seriously, and when you get that opportunity, don't embarrass us. All right, work it through. I also want to acknowledge we've been joined by the Deputy Borough President of Queens, Rhonda Benda, who will eventually take over for me. But I want to acknowledge she's joined us. All right, we're now going to move on to Quitbia Shakat. I think I got that right. The HR recruiter at Resorts World NYC Hyatt Hotel. Are you here?
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Oh, this is an exciting opportunity. I haven't got the tour inside of the new hotel. But
Oh,
from
yes,
outside,
definitely stop by soon. It's opening up soon. How are you guys? As you know, Resorts World Casino in New York City is the only casino in New York City, and it's actually one of the most successful slots and video gaming facilities here in Northeast USA. We offer guests with unparalleled gaming and entertainment experiences. And when we originally opened up 10 years ago, we created hundreds of jobs opportunities for New York City residents. And we continue to do our part in showing that, tourists that visit New York City, that Manhattan is not just the it spot. It's also Queens with Resorts World Casino. And now with our hotel opening up, we're kind of raising our stakes by providing class comfort and accommodation to these visitors as well. With Hyatt Hotel opening up around, I believe, in June, we have lots of opportunities for our New York City residents. If you're interested in like hotel positions, we do have some managerial positions such as floor manager for front desk and housekeeping floor manager. If you want something more on the non-managerial side, we have night auditor positions, front desk agents, bell person, guest room attendants, house persons. These positions do require some type of hospitality experience in the past. But if you don't want to work on the hotel side, no worries, because we do have positions opened up on the casino side as well. Again, managerial positions, we have EVS floor manager, player development floor manager, slots floor manager, surveillance floor manager. But again, if you're looking for something more on the front of the line, interacting with customers and associates, we do have like public area cleaner, PC technician, internal auditor, stationary engineer, surveillance tech, count room coordinator, and we have more positions opening up within the next 2 weeks as well, with the hotel's date coming closer sooner or later. And to apply for any of these positions, we have them listed on our casino website at www.rwnewyork.com. Just go to our About tab and go to the careers section. Alternately, you can also go to Indeed.com and just type in Resorts World Casino. Many of the positions will be posted there. We also have it on hospitalityonline.com. Those will be more of the Hyatt positions if you're interested. We have the job descriptions all listed and what the requirements are, but feel free to send me an email or call us, the receptionist here as well. The information I'll put into the chat. If you have additional questions on what the requirements are or what the time shifts will be as well, we look forward to providing more opportunities to the community and expanding our team. Okay. That's it.
Alrighty, great. Thank you. And are there any requirements of a degree or any educational requirements?
Yes, so it really depends on the position. If it's a managerial position, we do require, like, let's say, for example, advertising manager, you need to have a degree in marketing and a certain amount of experience, about 2 to 3 years. However, if you don't have a degree in marketing, if you have enough experience in actual managerial experience for 6 years, we will overlook the fact of the degree. Same goes for most of the other floor manager positions. But as for the non-floor manager positions, a degree is not really required in that said position, just to have some type of experience in the past. So for example, as a house person, if you previously worked at a hotel, whether working as a house person or something similar like a bell attendant, because the jobs are very similar in the qualifications, we do provide training. Hyatt will be coming in, or their team will be coming in around May and doing like a full 8-week staff training for all the new hires as well. So if you don't have the experience, no worries at all, just apply and we can just go ahead and review the resume and see from there.
Thank you, Ms. Shakot. Thank you so much for being here. All right, we're going to move on to the NYPD, Officer Brathwaite, who is a recruiter at the NYPD. Welcome. Hello. Unmute yourself.
Hello, good afternoon. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good afternoon. Thank you for having me. Good afternoon. My name is Officer Brathwaite. I'm from the recruitment section. We're currently recruiting for 2 positions right now. We have one position, which is the police officer exam, which is actually out right now. Registration started from April 7th, and it goes all the way until April 27th. The registration fee is $40. The qualification for the police officer exam, you need 60 college credit with a GPA at least of 2.0 or higher. And you do need your high school diploma or GED. To take the exam, you have to be 17 and a half. And you have to take the exam before your 35th birthday. Also, you have to be a citizen. And you also have to pass a character background investigation, medical investigation, psychological investigation. You must pass your physical test, which is the JST. You also must pass the drug test and also must have a driver license. And we also have the other position, which we are hiring for it, which is the police communication technician, which is also the PCT. People also call it the 911 operator. You can register from now all the way until May 4th. Exam fee is $54. And again, you must have your high school diploma or couple of other qualification, which is like 1 year of clerical work or 30 college credit or 2 years of active duty if you're part of the military. You can apply for the position at nyc.gov/OASYS. And if you have any question for us, our team is here. You can contact us at 212-RECRUIT. And yeah, that's basically it. If you have any question, I'll put the link in on the chat.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. Thank you. All right, next we'll move on to Deborah O'Connor, Director of Recruitment at the New York City Transit and /MTA.
Good afternoon, Borough President.
Hello.
Staff, job seekers, and employer colleagues. I'm very happy to be here today.
I think we're getting a little.
Are you in 2 devices, possibly?
No, but what I will do is just shut off my work phone. Maybe that'll help. It's pretty bad, right? Still, do you still hear that?
Yeah, still the echo.
Okay.
Lowering the volume on your computer.
What I could do is leave and come back in, maybe.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It happens to the best of us.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you so much. No problem, Ms. O'Connor. All right, we'll come back to Ms. O'Connor. We'll go to Brittany Keys, Director of Talent Acquisition at Canva Incorporated Opportunities.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much to the Queensborough President's Office for hosting the event today and for the invitation to be here. My name is Brittany Kais. I'm the Director of Talent Acquisition at Canva. So Canva is a nonprofit organization that started in Brooklyn over 40 years ago. And since then, we have grown to over 100 sites in all 5 boroughs of New York City, including, of course, Queens. We offer 160 different community and social services programs. So we have programs in homelessness prevention, supportive and transitional housing, family and community support, summer and after school programs for youth and children. So lots of job openings across our different programs and sites. I wanted to highlight a few positions today. So first, on the social services front, we have several case manager and social work positions open at our sites. I wanted to highlight that we have a case manager position open that's an urgent need in our scattered site housing program at one of our locations in Jamaica. For our case manager positions, we typically see candidates who have a bachelor's degree and or case management experience. If you have newly obtained your bachelor's in social services, counseling, psychology, related fields, we definitely train new grads who are entering the social services field for the first time. On the social work front, we do have social work vacancies across our sites as well. I do like to mention that we hire new MSW grads who aren't yet licensed. So if you're one of those new grads who hasn't obtained licensure yet, we can definitely work with you. We have social work positions and several of our programs. Some of our social work positions, if you're looking at our website, are posted as client care coordinators. So just be aware of that as you're looking at our vacancies. And I wanted to note that we do have a social work client care coordinator position that's open at one of our sites in East Elmhurst by LaGuardia. On the operations side, I wanted to highlight that we have several full-time shift supervisor openings across our sites in Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx. And we also are looking for per diem shift supervisors who are available to work on an as-needed basis. We do require at least 3 years of security guard experience, preferably supervisory experience, and we do ask that candidates obtain and maintain an F80 fire guard when they're hired. We're also recruiting for our after school and summer camp positions. So we're primarily recruiting for part-time positions, working with children and youth. We do require prior experience working with youth and children, but we have a variety of open positions. We have activity specialists / instructors who create lesson plans around activities like dance or yoga or visual art. So if you're coming from a creative field, that could be a position that that would be for you. We do require some college, but you don't need a degree for that position, as well as 3 years of experience in whatever creative fields that you would be bringing to the table. We're also seeking group leaders who facilitate groups and recreation activities for our youth programs. We do require some college in that position, as well as experience working with youth. And we're also seeking tutors who provide academic assistance to children. So again, experience working with youth is required, and we do require a bachelor's degree or master's degree for that position. So this is just a snapshot of our open positions. So I do encourage you to check out our full list of job openings at canva.org. We offer a full comprehensive benefits package, health insurance, dental insurance, retirement plan, paid time off. We also really prioritize internal growth at Canva. So it's definitely a great organization to start a career and grow over the course of your time with us. So again, our website is canva.org. And you can send your resume to submitresumes@canva.org. And if you do apply for an open position, just mention that you attended the career fair today so that we can make sure that we're prioritizing your application. So again, thank you so much for having us, and I hope everyone has a good rest of your day.
Thank you so much. We'll go to Calvin Edwards now. Oh, actually, let me go back to Miss Anderson. Let's see, from the MTA. Unmute.
O'Connor? Okay, thank you. How's that?
Oh,
Is this
sorry.
better?
Oh, Sharon is on
Don't
my
worry at all. No worries. And by the way, she's wonderful and she's always so very helpful. She's wonderful to work with. I appreciate her help. So is this better?
Perfect.
I don't hear the echo. Great. Okay. So thank you so much. So my name is Debbie O'Connor. I'm Director of Recruitment for the New York City Transit Authority, which is the largest division of the MTA, a lifelong resident of Queens County. So I'm always thrilled to participate in these events. I'm a little bit biased toward my borough. As you may well know, the MTA has 5 distinct transportation divisions: Metro North Railroad, Long Island Railroad, MTA Bus Company, which is the express bus service, the Bridges and Tunnels Authority, New York City Transit, and then the headquarter functional areas that support the effective operation of all of those different transportation services. We also offer paratransit services through the bus company. All of these divisions hire talent. All of the jobs that are open, and the hiring is coming back. There really was a significant pause during the last year with COVID, but we just last week hit a ridership on subways of over 2 million. Pre-COVID, we were 5 million a day. COVID land, we were probably 1.2 million. So service is coming back. And with the baby boomers retiring, service coming back, there's a tremendous need for talent. There's a tremendous need for skilled trade talent, electromechanical talent, and there's also a tremendous need for professional talent. I don't know if the participants in this job fair realize that the MTA runs the largest occupational health center in the nation. We hire doctors, lawyers, nurses, engineers, architects, cybersecurity specialists, software developers, web page designers, data analysts, recruiters, HR professionals, probably every specialty that you could think of except chef, because we don't have a dining car, the MTA hires. All of the jobs that are currently available right now to you, there are over 100 posted on our website, www.mta.info/careers. It's a customer service site. When you go on there, use the menu bar, scroll down to careers. You will see all of the jobs that are posted. Just a few jobs to highlight. We're looking for an administrative assistant at MTA headquarters, job number 98630. We're looking for a clerical assistant in occupational medicine in downtown Brooklyn, job number 98500. The Long Island Railroad is looking for a payroll coordinator, job number 98673. We're looking for a website content manager at MTA headquarters, job number 98383. We also have a good number of leadership roles available that require an engineering background or strong leadership and not less on the technical side. So we hire in 2 ways. We hire from the resume-based jobs, which mean we need those titles immediately. Again, there's over 100 posted on our site right now. And then we hire through examinations. That takes a little bit more time to get in, but once you get accepted into those roles, you can have a tremendous career. I'm going to talk to you about very quickly about 3 roles right now that are open that offer hourly rates of $32 to $39 an hour. We offer a full benefits package, medical, dental, flex spending accounts, paid sick time, paid vacation, a defined pension benefit still, which not all employers have. And you also get a free transportation pass So getting to and from work will not cost you cash. So that's an extra added benefit. We are currently looking for track equipment maintainers. That is a job posting number 98417. That's heavy machinery maintainer. We're also looking for subway car mechanics. That is an exam number 1604. The filing for that exam is open until May 25th. And again, you can find that job, the exams, on the same website, mta.info. And we're also looking for a subway car maintainer, which is a machinist. At the MTA, you will see the old and the new. We don't just throw parts away when they break. We have machinists who repair them. Because we get federal funding, we must keep our equipment and machines running for as close to 15 years as possible. So these are excellent career opportunities. Car maintainer machinist, car inspector, subway car mechanic are exam filings that are open now until May 25th. Track equipment maintainer, heavy equipment maintainer, that is a resume-based posting, number 98417. These jobs typically require 4 years of relevant experience or 3 years of relevant experience and graduation from a vocational or technical school. And that's it. I'll put my contact information in the chat. If anyone doesn't understand the website or needs help with anything, please reach out to me in an email and I promise to respond.
Thank you so much. We now will go to Calvin Edwards, Senior Recruiter at Building Skills New York.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the introduction. My name is Calvin Edwards. I'm the Senior Recruiter at Building Skills New York. Building Skills is a nonprofit organization actually put together by the developers in the affordable housing industry to help people find jobs in construction. Our overall purpose is to basically help New York City residents find jobs, full-time, permanent in construction in their own, preferably local neighborhoods. So we like to hire local residents to work on local jobs. Because we represent the developers all the way down to their subcontractors, we have a lot of different opportunities in a lot of different fields, and mainly throughout the year, because as every project has different project schedules, we have different opportunities at different times. So that includes jobs such as entry level as a general laborer, where you come in and you're doing site cleanup and you're helping other trades and just being an overall person to kind of be there to help out other trades. But if you do have certain skill sets or you have a desire to be in a certain career, such as electrical, plumbing, carpentry, and masonry, we do have jobs in those fields as well. So we encourage everybody to apply who's interested in construction, and we can help you with your career path as you go along. But as a whole, we're looking for people to contribute to the city. We're doing a huge local rebuilding effort, and we want people who want to make a difference in their own community. So we encourage people to apply who have that type of desire. Being that we're talking about Queens jobs, we do have opportunities in neighborhoods such as Far Rockaway. We're working currently on 3 different projects right now where we're building over 2,000 units of affordable housing in Far Rockaway. We're also working in Jamaica, Long Island City, Macbeth, and Astoria, and also a new site in Flushing. So we have a lot of opportunities inside Queens, but if you live outside of the Queens area, we do have work in the other 4 boroughs. So just let us know and basically your desire as far as your career path, and we'll basically be able to direct you. So I would say as far as just our overall requirements, there are a lot of different requirements in construction, but just for minimum requirements for anybody who's interested, you at least have to be over the age of 18. You have to be a New York City resident. That's just based on all of our back end requirements for our company. So you have to be from one of the 5 boroughs. That is something verified. If you're from Long Island or New Jersey, Westchester, we're not able to work with you unless you have to be a New York City resident. And you have to be eligible to work in the United States. As I mentioned, all of our work is full-time, full-time permanent on the books job. So you definitely have to be able to show that you're eligible to work. But as a whole, the type of person that we look for is we want people who have the overall ability to come in and start working in construction. There is a lot of safety issues that you have to be aware of, which is why we require everybody to get OSHA certified. But if you're not OSHA certified, we do have places where there are some community-based organizations that are able to help you get your OSHA certifications for free. So we hope that that doesn't be a deterrent, but as a whole, as I mentioned, safety is a big thing for all of our sites. So we want to make sure everybody's OSHA certified. But also, as I mentioned, being productive. You know, a lot of job sites are open shells of a building. So as of when I'm inside it right now, so these are places where you have to be okay with working around a lot of machinery, a lot of other people. We do monitor practices, so you wouldn't have to worry. Exterior productive is very important. Also being reliable is probably one of our main key things for any worker that we look for. You have to show up on time. All of our work starts at 6:30 a.m. in the morning to about 6:30, Monday through Friday. We need people who are able to understand that being part of the team means that if we count on you by hiring you, we actually are counting on a certain amount of work to be done. So even if you're an entry-level person who's doing cleanup on the site, your position is very important to the overall schedule and keeping us on point. So we always want people to understand that. And that also goes to following up with our team and staying in constant communication with us. We want people to just always be available and have that readiness to basically start working. Also just having just a compatibility with the industry. As I mentioned, 6:30 in the morning is very early for most people working. But you do get off early. So if you're okay with being early, having early morning hours, it's definitely the industry for you. You also have to have thick skin. As a whole, construction may not be the most professional industry, but we always let everybody know that don't take it personal. But if you do have any issues, our building skills team is able to step in, kind of help out with any type of on-job site issue that you may have. But outside of that, being okay with working at multiple locations, construction is a movable industry. So we always want people to understand that you will be able to, you may not be working at the same location. You could work with the same company, but say if their work ends in 6 months and they go to another borough or into another location, you have to be okay with willing to go to those locations, move wherever the work goes. So that in mind, I mentioned it's all weather conditions. I work year round, and we also have work in wintertime. So we also want people to understand that because our work is done in affordable housing, it's considered essential. So we are basically always working throughout this whole time. So always keep that in mind that, you know, having that availability and compatibility is very important for us. But overall, I could say the benefits of working with my company and building skills is that, as I mentioned, we represent well over 200 different employers. So we have fast track employment into construction. Basically, after you interview with us, we basically go through all of your certifications, any type of things that you might need, such as a hard hat. And as I mentioned, if you don't have these things, we have places where you are able to get it and obtain it. But right after that, we can put you to work the next day. So if you feel like you're job ready for construction, we have opportunities where you can start immediately, and that's a very huge benefit. Also, just retention services are offered by our company, where if you are working, you are placed, we just don't place you and forget about you. We actually follow up all of our workers at least once a month to see if they need any additional skills, if you want to get a certification or take any training. We are also able to help you with that. We go over your career path to make sure that if you want to grow into a certain trade, that we're actually able to kind of progress you through that whole. And it also goes down to any type of wage increases that you may feel at your milestones, that you get a wage increase at your 90-day milestone, 6 months, a year. We're basically able to track that and make sure that you get what you're fairly due. So it's very good to just know that you have that type of support system. But we also offered a lot of additional resources such as training. We are working with a nationally recognized training program where we're offering training in electrical, plumbing, and also HVAC. So if you are interested, we can actually work with you to find you a permanent job and also do the training at least 2 to 3 times virtually at home on your own phone or computer after work. So keep that in mind that we're all about finding work for you, your career path go further. So as a whole, how to apply with us. We do interviews every Tuesday and Thursday at 6:30 in the morning. We did one this morning, and we always meet people via Zoom. So if you are interested, you can apply at our website at buildingskillsny.org/job application, and you can actually see and apply for us, and we can invite you to the next interview. Or you can contact me directly via email at c.edwards@buildingskillsny.org, and I could able to email you basically the information to basically invite you to the next interview. So, so thank you for your time, and we look forward to as many people who are interested in working in the construction industry.
Thank you. Thank you for that. We're now going to move on to Tom Gretsch, the president of the Queens Chamber of Commerce, and I want to thank them for the work that they continuously are doing in Queens and for your leadership, Tom. Thank you.
Thank you, Borough President and your team. It's a fantastic opportunity to be here. I'm going to talk in big picture platitudes, but Queens County is coming back in a big way. I wanted to share the fact that over the last month, my team and I have been to over a dozen ribbon cuttings. So in particular, the IKEA store opened in the site of the old Sears in Rego Park. Home Depot has replaced the Coca-Cola manufacturing plant over by Maspeth. BJ's is now open on Northern Boulevard over in Long Island City. Over 650 jobs. I went to every one of the ribbon cuttings, and I can tell you that the vast majority, over 90%, are Queens residents. The other good news is there's a slew of other smaller ribbon cuttings going on. We lost a lot of restaurants during the COVID, but at the end of the day, if it was left empty because the person that had the restaurant had to leave, if you're a landlord, they're getting a little bit more creative and they're dropping the rents, and other restaurants that might do different kinds of foods are moving into those places. That's a great sign. And then the last thing I want to just say is I appreciate all that Deputy Borough President Binda does under the guidance of Borough President Richards. We started a tech council here in Queens. It was a nice story about it in Cranes yesterday. We've got some of the really, really large players, and we want to build an environment in Queens that's going to attract some of the global players as well as small players in a very fair and equitable way. So look for more of that in the months and weeks to come. And again, my hat is off for the support of all the good things for business the Borough President and his office is doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And speaking of our Deputy Borough President, I'm turning it over to her now to run the rest of the program. So thank you for joining us, Rhonda.
Thank you so much, Borough President, and congratulations on the 15th job fair that you're virtually hosting for this great borough. And thank you so much, Tom Gretsch. I love the title of that Cranes article, how Queens plans to become the next startup hub in the city. So hats off to you also for the work that you're doing with the Queens Tech Council and for joining us today. Next, we'd love to introduce Anika Saeed, who is the Outreach Coordinator for Turning Point for Women and Families.
Thank you so much, Rhonda. I really appreciate it. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Peace be upon you. Ramadan Mubarak and good afternoon. Thank you so much again, Queens Borough President, for inviting Turning Point to return on the platform today. My name is Anika Saeed, and I'm the Outreach Coordinator here at Turning Point for Women and Families. Turning Point is the first nonprofit organization to directly address domestic violence in New York City's Muslim community since 2004. Over the last year, I've seen our organization support women through counseling, financial assistance, purchasing brand new coats for survivors and their children in time for winter, funding transitional housing for women on the road to financial independence, and accepting 3 times as many calls from survivors to go fully remote across all of our programs. So these are some of the changes that we've seen through the pandemic. In terms of our services, our domestic violence program includes free and confidential counseling, crisis intervention, case management, support groups, safety planning, and referral services for women over the age of 18. We focus on issues related to domestic violence, child safety, immigration, housing, food insecurity, the aftermath of 9/11, and now the COVID-19 pandemic. Most recently, we launched our New Beginnings Transitional Housing Project, which offers short-term rental assistance to survivors. Our other 2 programs include our youth program, which allows Muslim girls and young women ages 13 to 20 to kind of come together and build leadership skills through a weekly youth group, annual Young Women's Leadership Workshop series, and anti-bullying workshops. I was actually a youth participant almost a decade ago, and I came back just last September as a full-time employee at Turning Point. So this could be you as well. We also offer weekly ESL classes to help senior women over the age of 60 to prepare for the US citizenship exam and provide emotional support and elder abuse counseling as needed. And we just had another senior pass the citizenship exam today. So always exciting news, from our organization. So at this time, we have 3 available positions open within our small but mighty team. 2 domestic violence advocates / counselor roles and 1 housing program coordinator position. As a DV advocate or counselor, you will report directly to the domestic violence program director and complete intakes with survivors on the phone, assist clients with their needs, and advocate for survivors through legal and immigration referrals. As a housing project coordinator, you will facilitate our transitional housing program by connecting with landlords, completing intakes as well, and also assisting client rental needs and providing financial literacy counseling so survivors can understand their documents. While we work with survivors, we also advocate throughout New York City in conversation with agencies, CBOs, and of course with the Queensborough President's Office. There's so much room for growth. All positions require a bachelor's degree and 2 years related experience. These are again entry-level roles, so salaries commensurate with experience. We try to ensure culturally competent services to all of our survivors. So if you're conversational in Bangla or Urdu, that's definitely preferred. And we know Queens is diverse, so welcome, welcome. And we train all of our employees who come from diverse backgrounds again, so apply today. We offer internships for MSW students, college students, and volunteer opportunities. All of our services are virtual, but we're asking staff and interns to come in person, following, of course, COVID protocols and safety. We celebrate birthdays, milestones, encourage professional development. This may be your stepping stone in a lifelong career of serving Queens. So know that our office location is confidential, but we are based in Queens. Our survivors definitely need your help through direct services and housing assistance. So join our team today by applying through our website at tpny.org. We require a cover letter, resume, 3 professional references, all emailed to info@tpny.org. And if you're ever interested in hosting awareness campaigns around DV, training workshops to raise awareness of the impact of domestic violence, you can also email us at info@tpny.org. Our domestic violence helpline is 718-550-3586, available Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you so much. And we appreciate you putting the information in the chat. Next, I'd like to introduce Catherine De La Isa. She's from Common Point, Queens. Thank you for joining us again.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to speak to Queens about some employment opportunities and even just services that we offer here at Common Point. So I'm again with Common Point Queens. It's a nonprofit social services organization that offers services for children, adults, and seniors. So that can look like your typical community center with sports and recreation, early childhood programs, summer camps, and after school programs. But in addition to that, we tackle community issues, right? Like lack of resources, socio-emotional issues, and employment. So at our employment hub, which is right here in Elmhurst, and that's where I'm from, I'm in the adult workforce area, we provide job placement assistance, work readiness skills, career counseling, vocational training, and support services. And this is offered to all Queens residents and all of New York City. So no matter where you're from, if you need us, you can come through. So I'm a job developer with Adult Workforce, and I'm responsible for strategic business partnerships and getting the best matches for employment opportunities within those relationships. So, you know, and so we also have youth divisions, just to let you know, within Common Point and employment. And all of us are all looking always to engage in employment partnerships. So we have Opportunity Youth, which serves 16 to 24, the age range, who need assistance bridging educational gaps in employment. We have Ladders for Leaders, and that's for 16 to 24-year-olds with 3.5 GPAs and higher. And they're trying to connect them with organizations that have experiential internships. So that is based on whatever their interests are. And then we have SYEP also, which is many of your organizations may kind of work with the city on the SYEP programming already. And again, they work with school-age youth from 16 to 24 that are looking for summer employment. So we're always looking to partner. Just before we get into the jobs, if you want to partner with the hub, you can go to commonpointqueens.org, click on the employment hub, click on partner with the hub. There's a little button there, and you just click on it and just fill out the inquiry form. I will get it and I'll follow up with you. And if you're interested in the employment services, so if you're looking to get employed, right, and you need the vocational training, or you need some help with your resume, or you just need some job placement, we can assist you with that as well. You can go to the same website, Common Point Queens Employment Hub, but just click on the little button that says click Get Started Now, fill out that survey, and we'll get you into an employment coach, and they will help you along the pathway. And again, we provide all kinds of supportive services within that. It could look like counseling. It could be connecting people to SNAP. It could, and it could be just somebody walking in who needs to get their resume redone, and they have a master's degree and are just ready to go back into the workforce, right? So, and maybe some mock interviewing, to get themselves back on their feet and used to the process. So now I'll just kind of go into the jobs, some of the jobs that we have available. Right now we have a large opening for some hotel positions. We're working with 2 hotels at the moment. And we have guest services positions. There are night auditors and day desk positions. And there's also maintenance and engineering positions, even some cleaning positions. There's work at managerial level, and there's work in just being regularly employed within those positions. So if you're interested in this hotel industry information or getting into that work, you can go to our Facebook page. You can just look us up. We're Common Point Queens Employment Hub, or you can go to our LinkedIn, or you can go to our website and find those links and at the Employment Hub section. And you can go right in and you'll get information about the event that we're pre-screening for. So you just need to fill out the little application, add your resume, and then, to let us know which jobs you're interested in within the hotel industry, and we will then maybe invite you to the fair once we have done that pre-screening. So go ahead and move forward. We're looking for people, and again, that's all different levels of experiences. Some require bachelor's degree, some won't require maybe a high school or a GED. So it really depends on what position you're applying for, and they'll be listed in that pre-screening. We have banking work as well. That will start with high school diploma as far as education. We have part-time tellers and full-time store supervisors as well, though that will require a little bit more experience in the field. And the part-time teller, I know that they're looking for somebody. It's not required, but they would like that had some kind of exposure to banking experience. Yeah. So maybe at most like 6 months or something like that. But if you don't have it, it's not a deal breaker if you have a really strong customer service background. So movers, we also have movers. So we have these kind of furniture and junk removal positions. And again, that doesn't have an educational requirement. They are looking for valid standards driver's license, and you need to have a working smartphone and a data plan. There are pest control positions, and that again is just a high school diploma. You would get a company vehicle to take home. You'd get an easy pass, a gas card, and equipment, and they do all training. And there is room for growth. Overtime is guaranteed, and it's full benefits and a flexible work schedule. We're now within Common Point Queens. We have a lot of social worker positions open. So, and those are at different levels. So if you've just graduated and you have your bachelor's degree, but you don't quite have the experience, there are, employment coordinator positions open. There are youth employment positions open. And again, there are some other levels that require master's degrees. We also have some openings in education as well, in youth education. So we're looking for people with teaching degrees as well. And then we also have kind of like the part-time camp counseling things that are opening up within our organization. So we have like the day camp, junior counselors and senior counselors and sports coaches. And you can check that all out on our website. The other positions I mentioned, the internal positions for CPQ, are on our website, and you can find them there under employment. And then we also have some overnight camp positions, which are very, they're for the summer. And you would actually be on site in a camp in Pennsylvania. Some of them are, there's things as far, they are security positions. They have positions for cooks, for allergy cooks and chefs. They have, what else did they have? They have camp counselors, like your standard camp counselors. And then they have some nursing positions as well. So, and some office admin positions. So if you're interested in those, again, you can just go through our website, any of those positions, and you can go through our website at commonpointqueens.org, click on Employment Hub, and you just, you just click on, just start service, get started now, and then you can just fill out the information. You'll get it right into the Employment Hub, and you can just let them know that the coordinator, what position that you're interested in particular, and they will put you through. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day, everyone.
Thank you so much, Catherine. Next, I'd like to introduce John Wool. He is the Managing Director and Director of Talent Acquisition at Forest Hills Financial Group. Thank you for joining, John.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Very excited to be here. I'm John Wool. I'm the Managing Director and Director of Talent Acquisition with Forest Hills Financial Group and Guardian. We're a member of the Guardian Network, and we are a financial services, insurance, and investment firm. And we're expanding our team and looking for motivated entrepreneurial individuals to join us as financial advisors. As a financial advisor, you'll work to help individuals and businesses within your community access financial products and services that they need to protect their financial futures. And you can make a serious impact on those around you and over time become very well compensated. The position offers unlimited growth potential in the financial services industry, along with managerial roles as well. We take an uncommon approach to financial services, focusing on long-term results and leveraging technology, exceptional relationship management, and customized strategies for customers and businesses. Many other firms only focus on like the short-term view. We like to look at financial planning from a holistic perspective. As a representative and advisor with Forest Hills, we invest in your success. And let me tell you what you'd be doing. So you'd be working with clients to understand their goals, concerns, and current financial information. You basically analyze that info to create a plan with appropriate strategies, products, and services. You'd also be providing clients with information based and related to their financial products and services on an ongoing basis. You'd be developing and maintaining a base of clients who value your input and guidance. You'd also be working with clients to keep their financial plans current and aligned with their goals. What you bring to the table, we're looking for self-motivated individuals with a dynamic, confident personality, strong work ethic, high integrity and passion for succeeding, desire to help others. We found that as like the #1 thing that drives our most successful planners. Driven to win and succeed in a high income potential opportunity, and an interest in building markets throughout connections and experiences to cultivate long-term relationships. We offer a draw versus commission role, full benefits from day one, fantastic compensation plan, 401k plan with a match, a pension, which I know another company was mentioning is very rare, so we're very excited about that, and a fantastic work culture and team environment. If you're looking for a career that satisfies your entrepreneurial spirit, this might be a perfect opportunity for you. We're committed to our values and looking for individuals who share those values and thrive in a fast-paced environment. So we're very excited to have this position open. And I also wanted to let you know, Borough President and Deputy Borough President, that we did hire one candidate last year from this job fair. So we're very excited about him, and he's doing exceptionally well.
That's awesome news. Thank you so much, John.
Thank you.
And we hope you have luck recruiting from our fairs going forward. Thank you for that information. And you can reach John at john.wool@fhfg.com or visit fhfg.com/p/careers2. Next, I'd like to introduce once again, Verdia Noel, who's the Director of Business Development at the Council for Airport Opportunity. Thanks, Ms. Noel.
Good afternoon. I I did present earlier.
Oh, excellent. Great. I'm glad you had a chance to do that. And sorry about that. I can now, we do have questions for you in the chat. So thanks for hanging on.
I'm here.
So Ms. Sana Shafat from Workforce One, did you also have a chance?
No, I haven't got a chance to.
Okay, great, great. Awesome. Good to see you again.
All right, thank you so much for having me. My name is Sana Shafat. I'm a community partner coordinator for Workforce One. A little background about Workforce One is basically not only we do the job matching of the clients, we have all sort of varieties of job, but we also have workshops available for the resume building, for the interview workshops. We also have ITG available. It's called Individual Training Grant. What we have at Queens location is an IT and security, and we do priority service. That means that anybody who have served in the military, even for 1 day, will get all the services prioritized to them. Every Monday, we have a recruitment event for our veterans at 1 p.m. And I can provide you the link, the Zoom link for that, because every Monday we have the same Zoom link. All right, so let's come to the recruitment events. We have recruitment events every week. This week or upcoming week, what we have, we call the job that are actively looking. We have customer care associate, which is located in Long Island City, Queens, but is temporarily remote. As of right now, the requirement is high school diploma or GED, must be able to type 30 words per minute, and accessibility to work remotely with active phone and internet, and a great customer service skills. And then we have HHA and PCA available also, must have HHA or PCA, patient care associate certification. Some of the other position that we are recruiting right now is the parking attendant, must have driver's license, 2 years experience driving a vehicle, and ability to operate a manual transmissions. We have direct support specialist professional positions available. You need to have high school diploma or GED for that. You must have driver's license, must be able to provide comprehensive support to adult individuals with the developmental disabilities. And then some of the other positions that we have is collection customer service rep. That position is a remote position. The position is in Long Island, but if you have a quiet place to work at home, you can type 30 words per minute and able to operate a company's issued computer. So you should be good to go. The pay for this position is $15 to $16 an hour. We have some residential aid position available. We have some shift supervisor available for the security positions. You need to have 8 and 16 hours of certificates, New York security license, FAT, and high school diploma or GED is required. There are some high-end kind of position available too. For example, we have case manager position available. You need to have a bachelor's degree for that. We have peer bridger. We have senior peer bridger. These all positions are salary-based, not hourly-based. And then we have a recreation associate position available. You need to have high school diploma for that. Minimum of 2 years of experience providing educational, recreational activities for homeless or at-risk children. On top of that, we have a lot of security guard positions available. Every week we do recruitment event for that. All you need to have 8 or 16 hours and a security license. Thank you so much for having me. And every time we have event with you, we get a lot of candidates. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sana. That's great news. That's great to hear. And also we'll take a moment to thank our media partners, Pix11, that's been helping us with the promotions. So thank you for Monica Morales for posting about this all across New York City last night. And we would love to now introduce Michelle Jenkins from Queens Centers for Progress, if you can unmute. Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. Queens Centers for Progress has partnered with you guys going over a year now, and it has been a great platform for us. Queens Centers for Progress is a major nonprofit organization that's been in existence for 71 years. I've been with them for the past 27 years. Our mission is to promote independence, community involvement, as well as increase quality of life for individuals with developmental disabilities. Now, you guys have heard a lot of people today talk about what they've had to offer. So what sets Queens Centers for Progress apart? And that is our comprehensive benefits package. We not only hire just the worker, we hire the person with many different layers. So with our benefits package, we have ample vacation time, we have 12 paid holidays, we have the medical, the dental, the tax-deferred annuity, and yes, we still have a pension plan. We have tuition reimbursement for bachelor's as well as a master's degree because we believe in investing in our staff, and that allows you to be promoted within our agency. We have various different options in order for you to start in one program and go into another. I want to share a good story that has to do with this platform. We hired a young lady a year ago who heard us talk about opportunities at Queens Centers for Progress. She had an unrelated job background, but she had people skills. She had those soft skills that we take and we develop. And going 1 year later, she's still with us and is now being promoted into one of our programs. So that is a success story, ladies and gentlemen. So for those that are watching us and saying, I can't do this particular job as direct support, an essential worker, that's to start you in the human services field. Yes, you can. It has to do with what you're looking for today. There are endless opportunities here, and it starts with the basic. For Queens Centers for Progress, it starts with a high school diploma GED. And if you have a New York State driver's license for 3 years, that would be great. However, it's not required. And that would start you into the world of direct support, working with individuals in their home, teaching them life skills, how to be independent. We need those people who are creative, those that are active, that like to go out. Because with the pandemic, we are now opening up a lot of our programs, and we need essential workers because the world is changing and we are changing our business model with that. We have various schedules from evenings, 4 p.m. to 12 midnight. We have a couple of overnights, 12 midnight to 8 a.m. We have people who just want to work on the weekends for supplemental, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. or 4 p.m. to 12 midnight. Then we also have the day services assistant. That position entails working in a classroom environment, running groups. It's a hands-on position, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 3:30. We're also looking for a couple of college grads. If you're just coming out of the field and looking for your first start in human services field, we have 3 opportunities for graduates. For example, the first one is a day program specialist. That's a person working in a classroom, putting together life plans. We're looking for a pre-vocational specialist. That person also put together life plans, but in the career area, like taking them to various work sites and you're building on their work skills. And then we also are looking for an assistant supervisor to work in our residential program. And that will be your first step into the leadership role, where your BA degree, as well as your hands-on experience with the population, you would be overseeing a 10-bed facility and you would work in conjunction with a resident supervisor. It is a full-time position, 40 hours per week. We also have other opportunities for you, such as we're looking for a cook, housekeeper, a maintenance person, as well as HVAC technician. So Queens Centers for Progress, we are actively looking. We want to hire people. Our goal today is to give 25 people who are interested in working a shot at working in the human services field. My number directly is 646-341-1383. I'm also going to list my information so that you can email me directly with any questions or concerns that we can assist you with. And I thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good one.
Thank you. You're getting some shout outs in our chat and our Q&A.
We like that.
People think you're great. And I very much appreciate you sharing the story about the young lady. Because as you know, in your work, that often women are reluctant to apply for positions unless they are squarely qualified. So I hope that
Take
your
a
story.
chance, ladies. Take a chance. Ladies and gentlemen, take a chance.
Yes, yes, take that leap. Thank you. Next, we have New York City's Children's Center. Latasha Nash, thank you for joining. If you can please unmute.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for having us once again. I appreciate it. So I work at New York City Children's Centers. I'm one of the HR specialists here at the hospital. Well, we provide hospital and community-based behavioral health and health services to children and adolescents from the ages of 5 through 21. We have programs in 4 out of the 5 boroughs. So we have a couple of positions that we are currently recruiting for. Although we are the state and we are like test-based, we have positions where you can apply, as was said, and you can get the position based on the experience, qualifications, and such. So currently we're hiring for a rec therapist at Queens campus. We have basically, most of these positions are either located in Queens or the Bronx campus. So we have a rec therapist available in the Queens campus. We're currently recruiting for mental health therapy aides and mental health therapy aid trainees as well. So those are direct care positions. Those positions require as little as a high school diploma or GED. We currently also have a licensed psychologist that we're recruiting for, licensed master social worker 2 on the Queens campus, a cleaner on the Queens campus, which is minimal experience as well, an infection control nurse, that's on our Bronx campus, and we also are recruiting for summer teachers. So that's a temporary item for the summer, anybody that's certified in teaching. All these positions can be found on the website, which is statejobs.ny.gov. I'll put it in the chat so you can have it. So also the state offers a plethora of benefits. We have competitive salaries, we have paid vacation, personal and sick leave, mental, dental, and vision insurance plans, an NYS defined pension, of course. We have tuition reimbursement. The list goes on. I can continue, but if you go to statejobs.ny.gov, you'll be sure to get all the jobs that I've listed, plus there's more. Because I work for OMH. So OMH has a plethora of jobs all over the different boroughs, not only in Queens. So please be sure to go on there. I'm sure we can find something. Someone is, all different specialties for all different ranges, from high school diploma, GED, all the way through master's degree. You should be able to find something on that website. I thank you, Borough President, for your continued support with our agency, and have a great day, everyone.
Thank you so much. Next, I'd like to introduce Ms. Rachel Pimble from West Hab. She's the HR coordinator. Hi, Rachel.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I know it's, we're almost towards the end. I just really appreciate the opportunity of being part of this forum to get those positions out there so that everyone can know. So just a little bit about West Hab. We were established in 1981, one of the largest and most effective nonprofit organizations in the Westchester County, targeted to assist in affordable housing and services towards the homeless overall. So most of the positions that I'm going to talk about today is geared towards social services, but also the security spectrum. So just to kind of get started, we have case manager positions and senior case management positions. Those require you to have a bachelor's degree in social work, psychology, criminal justice, human services fields, considered with a minimum of 1 year of case management experience, working with the homeless, mentally ill, substance abuse, and or low income populations, and bilingual is a plus. We are also looking for job developers and employment counselors throughout West Hab. Just to also mention that we have locations in Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, and Westchester County. So for the job developer positions and employment counselors, it does require you to have a bachelor's degree or 2 years experience in sales, marketing, job development, social human services, or employment and training programs with disadvantaged adults, and must have a valid New York State driver's license and a car available for work if if needed. We also are looking for some residential aid to provide some assistance for our clients. You just need a high school diploma or a GED. I know some of the questions out there is, are there positions available for those who are just high school diplomas? And we do have it. Associate's degree is preferred though, and if you have your food handler certification required with 1 year experience dealing with the homeless or special needs population, excellent communication skills, and knowledge of Department of Homeless Services requirements and protocols. We also have a new position specifically for an office that's opening up in the Bronx. We're looking for an admin assistant, preferably with some human resources related skills. A college degree is preferred, but we do accept those applicants with a high school diploma or a GED. 3 or more years of administrative or receptionist experience is preferred or required for the position. Experience working in a social services or property management setting is also preferred. Excellent oral and written communication skills is required. Of course, you need to have experience in Microsoft Office, Word, and Excel. For one of the hugest vacancies that we have throughout the company is our security position. So for our safety security officers and our shift supervisor positions, we do require you to have a minimum of a high school diploma or a GED, a valid security license, a FireGuard FO2, and also if you're going for the shift supervisor position, F80, but then F80 can be obtained after employment. We give a 45-day leeway in regards to the position. All the positions I just mentioned, and I will talk about a few others, are full-time positions. With the security positions, there are some mandatory overtime. So, that's great for those who are looking for overtime and seeking that out. We're looking for social workers. Now, licensed clinical social workers, or preferably for those who have a master's degree in social work from a school of social work fully accredited by the Council of Social Work Education, at least 2 years experience in an area of specialized social work practice. Fluency in Spanish is highly desirable, must have their own car. If you are not a clinical social worker and you're just starting out, we are also looking for that as well. So those who have a bachelor's degree in social work. Okay. One of the great benefits for working with West Hab is we offer amazing benefits at a low cost. We offer medical, dental, vision. We offer several retirement plans along with employment assistance programs. We have long-term disability life insurance policies that we offer. Our agency approved holidays, which if you are required to work, we do pay our employees the double rate of pay. And one of our agency approved holidays is now Juneteenth, which I'm excited to say is part of it. So if you are looking to apply for a position, and there might be some positions I didn't mention today, you're more than welcome to go on the website, www.westhab.org. And at the bottom, you can scroll to the bottom and you can look for the section for careers. Also, you are more than welcome to reach out to me as well. My email is rachel.pimble@westhab.org. Please feel free to mention that you joined in and tuned in today, so I know who's out there who was who participated, so I can definitely include that as one of our success stories if you are hired. So thank you so much for participating today, and I hope to hear from you soon.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your partnership. Next, before we move to Q&A, I'd like to introduce Mr. Bill Clear. He's a partner at New York Life Insurance. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you. Greeting job seekers, career changes, entrepreneurs, business owners. My name is Bill Clear, representing New York Life, which is 160-year-old. They had a birthday just past Monday, 176 years old. Mutual insurance and financial company. They are a Fortune 100 company with the highest financial rating that you can possibly get from the rating agencies. We're looking to fully train and mentor and develop and coach individuals like you guys out there. There's 168 of you guys out there now. And the positions we're hiring for are entry-level financial service professionals. In the chat, I left you with some job descriptions so you can click on them and then get to read up on the job description and in the essence of time. We're looking for entry-level life insurance, disability, long-term care, and health insurance professionals. Now, mind you, we train you on everything you need to know about the products and services, the people and advertising and the business. So for those individuals who are a little nervous, a little unsure, maybe insecure, you've never done it before, no school or education in this field, please apply because we do all the training. We have an online university within our firm that gets you up to speed on everything you need to know to be successful. We personally coach you, train you, and it's an apprenticeship, but in the financial field. We also have opportunities for experienced individuals, people who already have the licenses and experience in financial services. We have direct hire, so if you're from another firm and you're interested to come over to New York Life, or you're a new up-and-coming manager and you want to go into management with New York Life, we have opportunities there as well. Some of the skill sets that I think is very prominent to mention is that we help you as an individual, we help our clients learn how to maximizing their savings and return and minimize the taxes and risks. And that's like pretty much everyone in the world wants to do that, and that's what New York Life does. The way we do this is with asset preservation, asset accumulation, and lifetime income. Those are the three different key points that we use to help you get to where you need to be financially. Now, we get to the great part. The rewarding career also includes excellent benefits. So typically in this field, sometimes it's looked at as if perhaps we are kind of not giving you all the great benefits that you may get with other firms. But we have a full major medical benefit, including the dental, the vision, all the disability, the life insurance plan. We have a 401k retirement plan, as well as, guess what? A defined benefit pension in which the company pays 100% into. So this is an opportunity that you don't want to miss. To give you some insight, the company average was about 14,000 agents and financial service professionals across America. With those 14,000, the average income is 75,000. So don't be discouraged. Don't be shy. Send your resume over. Check out some of the links that I sent in the chat, and I look forward to talking to you, and perhaps we can find a good fit. Thank you again for the opportunity, and I'll sign off now.
Thank you so much. So we will move to our Q&A. We have a number of questions. There are some of the answers to some of these questions I'm seeing that are in the chat. So we've included all of the email and contact information, as well as websites to follow up to apply directly. So we will start taking a few questions from the chat, and we'll start with Gabrielle Urina. Are there any jobs available related to billing accounts receivable? And it looks like Ms. Catherine De La Isa would like to answer that question from CPQ.
Yes. So thank you. Yeah, so we do have some available. And I know that there is someone in Brooklyn that is looking for medical billers and collections. So you don't necessarily have to have the medical billing certification. You can certainly come through to us. Again, we're at Common Point Queens. .org. You click on Employment Hub and click on Get Started Now, fill out the little form, and we'll get you in through an employment coordinator, and make sure by the time you get to the job that you're looking for that you're ready with a good resume and mock interview, and we'll get you through the door if you have the experience. If you don't, we're going to make sure that we give you the proper guidance to get there. I hope that answered your question.
Bear with us a few minutes. We had some connection issues.
Thank you. I'm back on here. Carolina, if you could help with asking some of the Q&A. I think that I've had a little bit of a glitch here on my end.
Sure, no problem.
Thank you so
This one is for Workforce One. I am interested in the receptionist position for front desk position receptionist. Where can I email my resume to?
I know that she had to take off, so we do have that email address in the Q&A.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
It's SSHAFAAT@grantassociatesinc.com.
Thank you for that. I have a question here. Where can someone go to get some help to work on their resume for hotel openings? Do you guys, any of you offer resume workshops? Go ahead.
Yeah, so if you come in through if you were talking about the hotel jobs that I was presenting, yes, we offer vocational services. That is one of the main services at the hub. So we will assist you. You can come in, again, go to the website, go to the employment hub, click on the Get Started Now, fill out the application. We'll get you to a counselor, an employment counselor or employment coordinator, and they will review everything with you, including your resume. They will complete a mock interview with you. They will talk about your desires, what you're looking to do, and get you in the right direction, so that when you come into the point where you're ready for that position, you know how to handle that interview.
Anyone else? I saw someone, I think someone else wanted to jump in.
Hi, this is Veridia, Council for Equal Opportunity. We do offer resume assistance for candidates that are looking for jobs, and of course, the industry at large, because someone will start with CAO and then eventually move into a different industry while they're looking for the job. So resume help is available, cover letters, job readiness preparation is also available to go along with your career search.
Thank you, Verdi. I'm gonna go follow up with you. There's another question here. What is the education requirement for the food server positions at LaGuardia and Kennedy?
Educational, at least a high school diploma. And then the hiring manager will make that decision. There are individuals who have a number of years in food service, and if they have the food handler certification already, that's excellent. But at least a high school diploma or GED to get started for some jobs, not all. I would suggest they check in with us, and we can follow up with all the details.
Great, thank you. I have a question here. Someone's looking for after school, for work opportunities with kids. They have after school experience. If you guys can share any information for this person.
Sure. Common Point Queens has a number of opportunities with some summer programs. Again, we have the overnight camp experiences where you could be a counselor. We also have some of those are not within our organization, but we also have the camp counseling positions that are open within our organization at our community centers. So you can take a look at our website for those, and you can apply directly there. Or again, you can go through our website, go to employment services if you need a little help and direction, and you can go through our employment coordinators, and they'll make sure that when you get there to the point where you're applying, you have everything you need.
Thank you. I guess that same could go for para positions with the organization, or no?
We don't have any para positions open within our organization, but we do have partnerships where there are some para. In Brooklyn, I know that there was an open para position for like a parent advocate.
Okay. Anyone here have any opportunities for paraprofessionals? Okay, not at this time. So we will try to, there are some high school students looking for work. Anyone offering opportunities for high school students?
Yeah, yeah, sorry. So we do have we do have opportunities for high school students. We actually have quite a few. We have all of the day camp openings. We just recently did, but I think those positions are filled. We had some after school positions open, but they're filled with our youth employment services. But we also have a whole like SYEP, just to let anybody know who has a child that is high school age, anywhere from 16 to 24, that they're still in school. SYEP, we facilitate the applications for SYEP. So you can just contact us here again at commonpointqueens.org, and you might want to just put Common Point Queens SYEP, and you'll get the information. If you Google it, you'll get the information for those contacts, and you can apply. You fill out they'll give you the information to fill out the forms. You just choose Common Point Queens as your local site, and then we can get children anywhere from 16 to 24 that are in school and some jobs. And then there are also the kids that kind of fall out in between, and I spoke about that during the presentation earlier, where we have kind of opportunity youth. So children who may have kind of come out of the the educational system, they're kind of in that in-between stage. We make sure that they get back on track for high school equivalency, and then we bring them into internships and training programs so that we can get them into the workforce, and then they come over to us, right? In the adult workforce side, when they're ready and they're ready to train. We like to think that the children who come, or people who start within our program, can start in our early childhood and then end up in adult workforce in some position with a master's degree, we hope, right? So yes, we do have opportunity for youth, for working with youth after school, we do, and also in camps.
Perfect. I think someone mentioned earlier they were looking for a counselor and it was a remote position. What kind of licensing or degree is necessary for that position? Maybe they left already. So, okay, we'll try to get back to this person. Okay. I think, oh yeah, there was someone looking for a PC technician entry level. Anybody looking for technical entry level? Okay, not this time, maybe next time around. Oh, you do, resorts. I'm sorry, you're muted. I'm sorry.
Hi. No, it's okay. I actually responded back to them in the chat with one of the other answers. I told them we have a PC technician, one position open. If you're interested, you can go ahead and submit a resume through rwnewyork.com or indeed.com, and from there we can proceed.
Thank you. This one is an important one. Are there any jobs for persons with intellectual challenges? Any of you? Okay.
While we're not offering them directly through us, and I know that Michelle might have left, but the Queens Center for Progress, they have vocational connecting, they have vocational programs within their organization that you might want to connect to. Just to let you know, that's Michelle at the Queens Center for Progress is a resource for that connection. There is also another organization called Good Temps, and they also facilitate connections for people who may have disabilities into the workforce.
Thank you. And for all of you watching at home, the program and the contact information for every single one of these presenters is in our website, www.queensbp.org. So even though, as she mentioned, Michelle is not here, she had to leave, all her contact information will be in our website. I hope that we got through most of these questions, and I'm going to send it back to our Deputy Borough President. And I think, I'm sorry, I see someone raising their hand. Go ahead.
I just wanted to just clarify that if they are interested of joining the apprenticeship program on May 20th for the bridge painters, I saw that whoever was typing, they put the address of our district council, our head office. Were we giving out our apprenticeship, for the applications for the registration, for the apprentices is going to be at 45-15 36th Street in Long Island City in New York. I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that. The way it works, and I do not understand why my director didn't explain that, is we're looking to try to give at least 500 applications, and we're trying to get at least 50 out of that. So, please, and it's an interview process. I'm sorry, I'm just talking. I know many of you want to leave, but, it's an interview process that we have. And if you do well, based on how well you do in the interview, then we'll invite you for orientation and so forth. So I just wanted to kind of give a little bit more information of what it is that we have.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Deputy, do you have sound? No, you don't.
Thank you so much, Carolina. As always, can you hear me?
Yes, you're good.
Great. So we have to thank again Shoshana, Jermaine, Verdia, Sana, John, Catherine, Brittany, Latasha, Rachel, Michelle, Bill, Francis, Tom, again, this is Thomas Greg, Calvin, Annika, Deborah, Roni, Greg, Emily, Bia, and Officer Braithwaite, and all of our sponsors and our media sponsor, of course, PIX, for joining this collaboration. We have been so delighted to bring these opportunities to the public with you. And so please feel free to follow up with either the individuals on this call or on the YouTube, on the work with directly with the workforce agencies, or to our office. Thank you, Carolina, for providing the information that's on our website. Tune in for next month's virtual job fair on May 20th, also at 2 p.m. And we have to thank also the Borough Hall staff. Congratulations again, Sharon Anderson, on turning out yet another virtual job fair for us, and your team, Dorothy and John. On behalf of Borough President Richards, we can't thank you enough. Our great staff, Chris Barca, Tiffany Eason, Carolina, Aldo Grillo, Chief of Staff, Frank Joseph, Brianna Mulligan, and Michael Scholl and Ilana, her entire team on communications. So thanks again, everyone, for your partnership and your support, and have a great day. Happy job hunting.
Monday, we're most.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.